welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back, welcome back. Today we are receiving more troubling news coming out from the market, raising concern for the American people and for many economics and investors here. We are seeing growing concern of tension within the Pacific region as the United States and the Chinese government relationship continue to deteriorate over the U.S. support toward the Taiwanese government and also the Taiwanese people. And just recently, the U.S. is planning to hold a trade talk with Taiwan, with the main intention here to strengthen our military tie with the Taiwanese government. This is how essential the U.S. is playing in protecting and maintaining peace within the region here, because a war could break out in any moment of time. And here is just the Taiwanese military force showing up their howitzer tank. And this is just the beginning, folks. The Taiwanese government are now receiving significant support from the White House, and we are content to see this tension continue to escalate and fuel over the next couple decade or even couple year here. So after Pelosi's recent visit in Taiwan, she did become the highest ranking American official to visit the island in 21 years. That's how critical it was for Pelosi visit in Taiwan. And as a result, we have seen Beijing fire ballistic missile into the Pacific region, escalating tension within South Korea, escalating tension with Japan, and also the Taiwanese government here. So this is just the beginning, folks. Tension are filling up, and right now, the Taiwanese army are preparing the possibility of entering the next World War III. And this could exacerbate our international relationship and how international trade could work within the U.S. So a lot of macroeconomic factor and geopolitical factor are taken into consideration here. So things are not looking good as of right now. And also, the U.S. Navy have been conducting military peace and patrol within the Pacific region, and they have observed many unsafe aerial intercepts by Chinese fighter jets. This is how difficult it is for the U.S. government to protect the Taiwan Strait, which is essential to international trade here. And that strait play a critical role in serving the U.S. national security interests. So this is what we are seeing as ongoing tension continue to fuel up in the Pacific region. Stuff are not looking good for with ongoing tension. So they say in May, a Chinese fighter jet aircraft allegedly intercepted a Royal Australian Air Force PA maritime surveillance plane in the South China Sea. They also intercept multiple foreign nation military jet. So within the Freedom Act of Navigation, and this is how China wants to maintain dominance over the region, because that region play a strategic role to the Chinese government. And right now, no one is stepping down. No one is backing off from this game. Because just recently, Taiwan said, hey, guys, you have to see what we have here. We have advanced militarized aircraft from the United States Air Force here. Look at our weapon. We have all the most advanced weapon in the world being supplied by the U.S. government. We did purchase some of our most advanced fighter jet. And this is just the beginning of showing our strength within the Pacific region. And Taiwan is not scared. They are not scared. They are saying, hey, we are willing to defend our country for the sake of freedom. And freedom is valueless. It's priceless. There is no price tag to freedom. And we don't want any control or sovereignty from the Chinese government here. And this is how we are seeing the Taiwanese government are stepping up and investing billion and billion of dollars into their military. And this is just the beginning, folks. And the U.S. did show some stuff. They did supply with China with our nuclear capable missile, which is our nuclear ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. So right now, the U.S. is not playing around, folks. They did launch their ICBM successfully. That's how essential the U.S. government is playing. And this is just a sign of force. They say, you guys have to step down or we are going to take serious action against you guys. And this is just the beginning of the U.S. testing out their ICBM from California Vandenberg Space Force base early yesterday. I was directed into the Pacific region. This is how critical the U.S. play in maintaining peace in the region. And this is just a sign of showing force and telling the Chinese government, hey guys, we do have some ballistic ICBM missiles that are ready to use and will be launched from California and Denver Space Force Base or from multiple of our strategic locations. So this is just a sign of force, folks. ICBM were fired by the U.S. Government here, and they did done successfully. It was a successful fire. Okay, folks, and right now there's just moving, going back and forth with the Chinese government and the U.S. government here. So China called U.S. bully after White House official comment. However, we are seeing a lot of stuff fueling up because right now the Chinese government really want control of Taiwan. So a lot of people might be wondering why Taiwan plays such a critical role. Number one, Taiwan is home to the world's largest advanced chip maker in the world, TSMC, which has the capability to create the smallest nanometer advanced militarized chip for the economy, for the military. That's how essential they play. Secondly, due to its unique geographical location within the Pacific region, it is playing a critical role, serving as a strategic military base, serving as a strategic international trade route that many foreign nations must use and rely on in order to connect to Asia. That is how Taiwan plays such a predominant role in the region. And that's why China really say, hey guys, we want that island so badly, and now we are going to show some sign of force. And this is just the beginning of how our relationship with the Chinese government continue to escalate beyond our imagination. Let's look forward. China did say, hey guys, you have to be careful sending warship through the Taiwan Strait. And the U.S. just say, hey guys, we just don't care. We don't care what you think. It's just we are not submitting to it. But that's what we are seeing. The United States saying, hey guys, we don't care what you guys think. So that's what. So the U.S. just playing and protecting the Freedom of Navigation Act, which was established by the International Committee. So that's what we are seeing. And right now the United States say, hey, just we don't care. However, China continued to strengthen their military tie with the Russian government here. So they did take part in a joint military exercise with Russia. And this is just the beginning of how things could escalate from here, because we have seen Russian aggression, even though they have invaded Ukraine for quite a while now and still haven't not controlled the country due to significant support from the West and advanced military weapons such as anti-tank, anti-aircraft. A lot of stuff are coming out from the West, and that's why Russia is having a hard time controlling the country, so taking control of it. And last but not least, China and Thailand to hold joint military drill. This is how we are seeing China continue to strengthen their militarized tie in Asia here. So they did hold a joint military drill with Thailand and also with Russia. We continue to see escalation fueling up in the Pacific region. So, folks, in the end of what are my thoughts right now? There's still a lot of uncertainty going on, folks, so we are a bit unsure of what will happen next. But as of right now, we are seeing a lot of tension. We are seeing tension. The United States fired their nuclear ICBM in the Pacific region, so that's how serious it's going to be. And when this next couple of days and couple of months are playing this, because there's going to be a lot of uncertainty within the U.S. economy, because this could drag the U.S. economy drastically. That's why Taiwan is still a critical key partner to the U.S. government here.